It's November 7th, 2023, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. On Sunday, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo criticized President Biden and current New York Governor Kathy Hochul over their handling of the migrant crisis. Cuomo said if he was still governor, he'd fix the migrant crisis the same way he fixed New York's senior citizen crisis back in 2020. A federal jury convicted a ship captain blamed for a fire that killed 34 people off the California coast in 2019. Jurors found him guilty of a charge known as seaman's manslaughter, which is also coincidentally what happens if you haven't been on a date in a really long time. I can attest to that. Executives with drugstore chain CVS Health told investors to be cautious about the company's earnings next year. They blame rising costs for the company's private health insurance plans and rising costs for the company's extremely long receipts. U.S. Admiral Lisa Franchetti has become the first woman appointed Chief of Naval Operations. A Navy spokesman stated that they fear shit will get done now that a woman is officially in charge. Astronauts have successfully developed mouse embryos while on board the International Space Station. And man, do they look delicious! Yum! This Friday and Saturday night are your last two chances to see Sketchworks Comedy's new live show, The Dream Cafe Experience, at Frat Pack's The Warehouse in beautiful downtown Scottsdale, Georgia. Conceived and directed by Sana Erica, the experience starts at 8 p.m. Get your tickets at sketchworkscomedy.com or hit pause and scan the QR code. Then hit play again when you're done to keep watching NewsBrake. I hope you didn't hit pause and then not get that last part about hitting play again when you're done. You know what? I'm just going to assume you hit play again and you're still watching. Come join us at the Dream Cafe Experience. Seriously, everyone needs to get out and see some live shows. Hashtag support the arts. A new study shows that dinosaurs might have actually been wiped out by suffocating on soot and sulfur instead of a meteor causing a Great Bang. Scientists now believe the last thing to be wiped out by a Great Bang was your mom. Doctors in Maryland say a man died after he received his second pig heart transplant. In honor of the donor, the man's body will be donated to Hormel, where it will be processed into Spam. Tinder has added a feature that lets your friends and family comment on your matches. The new feature will be named Thanksgiving. Elsewhere in online dating, Bumble founder Whitney Wolfe Herd is stepping down as CEO and will be replaced by Lidiane Jones, former executive of the communications service Slack, proving once and for all there is nothing sexier than communication. Target is offering everything a family of four would need for a Thanksgiving meal. A 10-pound turkey, potatoes, green beans, stuffing, I'm not a big fan of stuffing, and cranberry sauce, all for only $25. For $75, a Target employee will stop by your house to start a family argument, thereby completing the Thanksgiving experience. Target, expect more. McDonald's plans to start giving out free fries on Fridays. Oh, I get it. Which is a nice change from their typical Monday through Sunday deal of free obesity. Because last week's episode of Sketchworks NewsBrake was a special event episode, hey, why not watch it after you finished watching this episode? Don't hit pause again. Just do it after. Anyway, because of all that, we didn't post any YouTube shorts this week as we normally do. However, we still attracted a few new subscribers, so thank you to everyone who clicked that button. We're trying to get to as many subscribers as possible as soon as possible, so if you are not yet a subscriber, click on down on that button and rectify the situation immediately. And so fulfills this week's gratuitous plug. Halloween was last week, hence our previously mentioned special event episode, and based on research, the most popular costumes this year were, coming in at number 1, Barbie. This research was done by just looking at any social media feed. At number 2 was Oppenheimer, participated in by anyone still saying, times were different, as an excuse to drink at 3 in the afternoon. It's easy to drink at 3 in the afternoon when it's already dark outside. Not far behind was Spider-Man, for male nerds over 20, Wednesday Addams for female nerds over 20, and Bear, not to be confused with just a tired 20-year-old getting off the third shift. To avoid getting injured in the new movie Killers of the Flower Moon, Leonardo DiCaprio said he wore a diaper while getting spanked, which marks the first time he's had anything in common with a current girlfriend of his. Cher will perform at this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but don't worry, she'll be plucked and stuffed just in time for dinner. Dr. Phil McGraw, host of the daytime show Dr. Phil Sends McGraw, which apparently came to an end this year. Anyway, Dr. Phil announced he is launching a brand new cable network, because apparently he thinks it's still the 90s. The announcement came as welcome news to your mom. In an interview about her upcoming memoir, Barbra Streisand told the BBC that she was fed up with Siri getting her name wrong. She called Apple's CEO to get it fixed. Not to be outdone, all of Iceland is still on hold. This holiday season, Pamela Anderson will be the new spokesperson for Monopoly Digital. Anderson said that she always picks the thimble when playing, but we've always imagined her more of a community chest. 4 men in the UK were charged with stealing a $5.95 million 14-karat gold toilet from an art exhibit at Blenheim Palace titled America. Sources say the artist was making a statement about the wealth disparities in America. Look, America has major wealth inequalities, but it's our America, damn it, and we like our stinky, shiny melting pot. Which is kind of like a toilet now that I think about it. Influential British magician and mentalist David Burglas has died. Or has he? No, I'm kidding. He died. He was 97. Or was he? An anthropologist who was thrift shopping in Fort Myers, Florida, discovered a human skull for sale in the Halloween section. Officials say the case is not suspicious. How do they define suspicious? A human leg, an arm, a toe? Oh, wait, this is Florida. Never mind. Who's running that thrift store anyway? The Grim Reaper? Elsewhere in Florida, so you know this is going to be a good one. While searching for her dog, an inebriated 70-year-old Florida woman ran over her own husband. But, don't worry, the dog was found safe. A published report in the scientific journal Nature, or Nature, shows scientists believe they've found the oldest black hole out there, just over 13 billion years old. The second oldest black hole belongs to your mom. Your mom is getting a lot of action this week. Good for her. Federal safety regulators issued a warning about aftermarket rhinestone decals for your car's steering wheel. They say the rhinestones become dangerous projectiles if the airbag deploys. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration instead recommends putting rhinestones where they belong. On that acid-washed denim jacket you bought for that Corey Hart concert you saw in 1986. I entered college in 1986. That's all for Sketchworks Newsbreak. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Corey Hart says, say hi to your mom for him. 3 o'clock.
Look, if I look around the world, I don't think there's a leader out there who wouldn't rather have the economic record that President Biden has today.